Hey everybody, I hope y'all can hear me. I am Daniel G. Garza, live from the Fifth Bar in downtown Anaheim. We're right near Disney. I'm going to see if I can be heard, because I'm not sure that anybody can hear me. Give me a second. All right, for those of you watching, I am checking to make sure that I can be heard. Good evening, I am Daniel G. Garza, coming to you live from the Fifth Bar in downtown Anaheim. We are celebrating a toast to you. This is a donation appreciation evening coming to you from Radiant Health Centers. For those of you that know me and been following the show for a while, I am part of Radiant Health Centers. I'm not only a client, I'm also a hello. We're still a little early. We're checking. We're playing microphones. Leah is over there. Hello, Leah.
Can you hear me well enough?
I can.
Should I speak louder?
No,
No?
a little bit.
A little bit. So I can speak at this volume and it's fine.
That volume was good, yes. Okay, you can hear me loud? Okay, got it. So for those of you watching live, hi, I'm Daniel G. Garza, coming to you live from the Fifth Bar, the Roof Bar, and we're going live already. So we are checking microphones and welcoming people. The event is about to start, and it's the Donors Appreciation Night, a toast to you, a celebration of World AIDS Day. For those of you that don't know, can you hear me now? I can hear you now. World AIDS Day is this Friday, December 1st, and Radiant Health Center is celebrating today. So we invite you to stick around for a little while for some interviews. I'm going to be talking to some folks from the board, some staff members, hopefully some guests, and reminding you that this Friday, December 1st, starting at 3 o'clock, I will be going live from the main beach in Laguna Beach. So if you want to watch the Laguna Beach HIV Advisory Committee names ceremony, our candlelight vigil, that will be starting at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time from Cobblestone Beach in Main Beach and Laguna Beach. That's a lot of beaches. But I will be there from 3 o'clock doing some interviews, giving you some stats and information. I'm going to see if I can wave down some of our some of the folks from the agency to come over and talk to us and let you know what this is about and how important your donations are to the agency. I've been working on some videos today talking about donations and both. So I'm going to see if I can wave somebody down. Maybe Leah would like to be my first guest over here, or Joe. See if you're. Don't do it, white man. So I'll see if David wants to come over and talk, or Leah. So they can tell you what we're about and what we do. And let me scoot over here. Come over here, David.
I heard you say my name.
I did say your name. How are you
Say
doing?
my name.
How are you doing?
Okay, I'm doing darn good.
You looking good?
Well, you're looking good. I'm really digging the jacket.
Well, thank you. This is
Got
my,
the leather. Where's your motorcycle?
this is my rebel with the cause.
Oh.
Right.
Oh!
Oh
my gosh.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you.
So tell the folks who you are and with the agency.
Okay, you are Daniel G. Garza. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Yes,
Okay.
everybody is the comic.
You said who you are.
Who you are.
Okay, so I are David Herod, and I'm still the board president. And wow, for only 3 more months.
Wow.
I know my term as board president is coming up, and then I will still be thrilled to serve on the board, even though I won't be board president,
Yeah.
because it's such a great honor to be on Radiant Health Center's board.
What for the people that are for the first time seeing you, what brought you to the board and what motivated you to be chair?
So what brought me? Well, it's an odd story. It's not interesting, but what brought me to the board was the simple fact that living in Orange County my entire life, I had friends who were HIV positive, and I knew they were HIV positive, but they never had any issues with finding health care because they had private insurance through their employer. They were able to get the care that they needed. And it wasn't until I learned originally about AIDS Services Foundation that then became Radiant Health Centers that it became obvious to me there are people in Orange County who don't have access to even the most basic health care, much less access to medications for folks who are living with HIV, antiretrovirals, access to PrEP for people who are not HIV positive, who are trying to protect themselves and protect those around them. And just as I learned more about AIDS Services Foundation and Radiant Health Centers, and the fact that it's about education, it's about stopping the pandemic, ending the pandemic in Orange County, that made me say, this is an organization that I can really get behind. And that brought me to joining the board.
And what have you learned about yourself in the time as a chair?
Oh, what have I learned about myself? I have learned that I probably missed a great opportunity to be a parent, because sometimes dealing with the board is like dealing with a bunch of children. Hi, other board members.
Dare you.
How dare I? See, that's exactly what I mean. Right there. That's the example. No, but yeah, I learned, I think I learned more about myself in terms of selflessness, because it's not about the title. The title, who cares about the title? I am just the guy who is there to help keep the board going in a singular direction based upon what our CEO, our COO, our staff, all their needs, and letting the board understand what do our clients, what do our patients need, as we learn that through the staff, and helping the board understand that. That's my whole role, is just to be part of administering the larger part of the services, not to be in charge of anything, but being part of the greater team.
Yeah, because sometimes there's a disconnect between client services and what we do up front,
Right.
and the board. You don't think that it would be a division, but sometimes the board has really, other than the paperwork, they have no idea what goes on up front, right?
Yeah, I would say you're absolutely right on. And sometimes that's a good thing, because it allows the board to help make decisions about the future of the organization without having the tug of their heartstrings, by understanding what every single staffer is doing, because it means the board is looking at the larger organization and understanding what, like Phil Yeager, our CEO, is bringing to us, what Dr. Acosta would bring to us, what all of the staff would bring, without us having to be in the middle of what they do. Let them do what they do, because they're the experts at what they do.
there has to be, it's unfortunate, but there has to be a separation of fact and feelings. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're right. That's 100% right on. You got it.
But you had the opportunity to travel to DC, and what we did
Yeah,
earlier this year.
absolutely.
It seems like so long ago, but it was this year
I know it was March.
where you got a chance to meet clients and patients from across the country.
Yeah.
How did that change the way you chaired the committee or the board?
Oh, wow. I wish you hadn't asked that one because now that just it really touches me. Like I said, all of my friends who were HIV positive had access to medical care. I met so many people at AIDS Watch who are long-term thriving with HIV, not understanding that these are folks who were out of the job market 15 years, 20 years, who now have lost all those years of growing Social Security, of growing their 401k, of growing investment to lead to retirement. And as they are aging, they're now in a situation where they now are back to work at 65, not retiring from work at 65. And they're going to have to work until they're 75 or 80. And that's what I learned. It's up to organizations like Radiant Health Centers, like AIDS Watch, like all of these great organizations across this country to help support people who are living with HIV, help them with housing, help them with care, help them thrive, and put an end to the epidemic. I learned so much when I was there, and I have to thank you so much for being the key to that experience for me. I remember the day we showed up, we walk into this room and everyone's like, Daniel! I had no idea that you knew so many people in so many places. So thank you for being the key to that experience for me.
Well, thank you. It was really cool for me because I hadn't been with new people in a while.
Yeah.
So to be able to walk you and Joe through being new, like, welcome to my world. Let me show you around. That was a pretty cool experience. For the folks watching, why should they join a board wherever they live, and why should people donate to Radiant Health Center?
All right. So why should they join a board wherever they live, and why should they donate to Radiant Health Centers? The first is, if there's an organization you believe in, you understand their mission, you understand their goals, you should invest yourself in that. So that's why you should join a board, because it's bigger than a single person. It's about being part of the greater good. Why, now is question two, why should folks donate to Radiant Health Centers? Radiant Health Centers, I love the organization, but why donate, why give money is because this organization went from being a group of people who came together to help people die with dignity, to help people have hope through medication, to help people thrive. And that mission is the mission that I give my money to. So helping others thrive, that's why you should donate to Radiant Health Centers.
There you go, folks. That's why you should give us money. Give us your money. Plus, this Tuesday was Giving Day. It was National Giving Day. So if you have not been able to donate to any organization and you're looking for one, radianthealthcenters.org is the place to go, so you can donate money to us. Any last message for folks?
Absolutely. So for maybe you want to give to Radiant Health Centers, but you don't have the dollars in your wallet, go to radianthealthcenters.org, click on volunteer. Having your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs in the food pantry, packaging food for folks who need food, in the front office, helping to do any sort of work that needs to be done, you can donate by volunteering. So don't only think about dollar bills, think about being part of the larger solution. Volunteer, that's what being on a board is. I mean, people don't understand, we're not paid. No, we're part of a nonprofit organization and we volunteer our time. We have medical doctors on our board. We have personalities and influencers on our board. And this is all them giving their personal time for this organization to create a greater good in Orange County and for people living with HIV.
And we're, just a couple of years ago, we expanded from the HIV services to LGBTQ plus services. So before you go, what has that meant to the organization to be able to expand in that direction?
So first of all, I think it's important to understand, and this is something that is being talked about a lot in Palm Springs right now, because Desert AIDS Project became DAP Health. And a lot of folks were saying, well, wait a minute, you're taking the focus off of HIV. Well, AIDS Services Foundation became Radiant Health Centers. We are not taking the focus off of HIV. What we're doing is we're expanding the mission to say, not only is there a need for HIV specialty care, which we do at Radiant Health Centers, but there is an important need because of health inequities for the LGBTQ plus community. There are people in our community who don't have access to a doctor who listens to them, to a provider, to the LVN, to the physician's assistant who listens to them, who respects them, who calls them by the pronouns that they prefer. That is what our larger mission is. Why, when I went to my physician years ago and I asked to be placed on PrEP, my physician's questions to me were, are you going to orgies? Are you having sex with a lot of people? Why is that the question? Why is it, let me shame you and tell you why I'm not going to give you this potentially life-saving medication? By shifting our focus to LGBTQ plus healthcare, that allows us to reach out to the larger community. It allows people in our community to receive respect, to receive compassionate care, and we maintain that focus on HIV specialty care as well.
And by the way, I did not laugh at the prospect that David could not go to an orgy. By all means, he could if he wanted to. I'm laughing at the fact that that response from doctors is a lot more common than folks think.
Oh, I hear it from people all the time. My doctor shamed me from getting on PrEP. You know, that's wrong. It's life-saving, potentially life-saving medication. Why? That is the difference that you see with Radiant Health Center.
And this is the reason we do the work that we do, is not just for the clients, but to educate other people in the community, like doctors and mental health workers, people that make decisions at like Social Security level and things like that. All those people, all those folks need to be informed of what is out there as far as HIV community is concerned. Thank you so much, David.
Hey, it's always lovely to see you. Oh.
By the way, I still have your mask in my car. David had this mask that looks like his beard.
Yeah.
And the day we came back from DC, he left it in my car, and it's been in my car ever since.
Since March.
It's become a good, I've already washed it and put it back in the car. So, but I feel like it's a good luck charm now, so I'm keeping it.
Absolutely. And if you ever go to rob a bank, which I know you wouldn't do, that all the witnesses would say he had dark hair and a white beard.
Yes, he looked like David.
Then I'd go to jail.
Thank you, David.
Thank
you for chatting with me.
See you later.
Enjoy yourself. All right, everybody. So as you can see, we are. All right, cool. Oops. Let me make sure. There we go. Banners. There's the website. There is join the conversation. You are welcome to join the combo, to ask questions. Anything you want to know about HIV, or if you want to know anything about Radiant Health Centers, the comments are open. So whatever channel you're watching on, feel free to ask a question, ask a comment, and we will answer it. I'm going to try and get some more folks out here. I'm going to try and get something to drink too, because my throat's getting a little dry. So I'll probably get something to drink in a little bit. Let me see if I can get Leah or Joe Alfano over here to introduce themselves, say hi, and talk to you guys about what's going on. For those of you just joining us, I'm at the Fifth Rooftop Bar in Anaheim, in downtown Anaheim, and we're talking, we are celebrating, it's a toast to you. It is the Radiant Health Center's Donors Appreciation Night in celebration of World AIDS Day. World AIDS Day, let me move over. World AIDS Day is... Gracias, mi querido Luis. Gracias por comunicarte. World AIDS Day, el Día Internacional del SIDA, es este viernes, día 1 de diciembre. World AIDS Day is the 1st of December, this Friday. Voy a tener una presentación en especial el viernes empezando a las 3 de la tarde, tiempo de Pacífico. Así que conéctense en este canal donde están viendo. Ahí va a estar el programa. Así que el viernes 3 de la tarde, tiempo Pacífico, por este canal, es la presentación del Día Mundial del SIDA, traído a ustedes por parte de el Comité de la Ciudad de Laguna Beach para el SIDA. Así que no se pierdan ese especial este viernes. This Friday is World AIDS Day, and I'll be at Cobblestone Beach in Laguna Beach, starting at 3 o'clock, brought to you by the Laguna Beach HIV Advisory Committee. We'll be having the reading of the names, la lectura de los nombres de aquellos que han fallecido por el SIDA. Entonces, no se lo van a perder, no se pierdan. Let me see who else I can invite over here before it gets started. Maybe Leah can come over here and talk to us. I want to make sure that... David, did you send me Leah by any chance? Thank you. Or Joe. I just saw Joe. I'm going to see if Joe Alfano will make his presence. I want her, Leah, to come and tell you about donating opportunities, volunteering opportunities, and things that you can do. Okay. Hi. Come on over. You're not shy. I know you're not shy.
Hi.
Tell the audience who you are, what you do, and what we're doing.
Okay, well, thanks. Well, hi, I'm Leah Garland. I'm the Director of Individual Giving at Radiant Health Centers. And this is an event to commemorate those that we have lost to the epidemic, the AIDS epidemic. And we are also here to honor the wonderful supporters that have helped us to expand health equity here in Orange County.
Sweet. So, Leah, you're new. You still have that new staff smell. You've been with Radiant 6 months? 4 months. All right, cool. It seems 5 months to me. What motivates you? What brought you to Radiant Health Centers?
I'm really excited by our mission, and 2, our staff, and 3, the incredible history of Radiant Health Centers here in Orange County, and 4, our inspirational plan for 2024. We recently have expanded to have a medical center, as well as having mental health services, as well as having testing and providing support with people who have HIV, helping them find housing. We have an amazing food pantry. We have a dietitian on staff to help people have the foods that they need, healthy foods. And we also have we have so much. Like, what do we have? We have case managers to help people get to their appointments, and we have wonderful volunteers that drive people to appointments as well.
Now, I have the website right there. It's right there, folks. Right there. Donations. Why should people donate, and where does this money go?
Okay, this is the only LGBTQ plus health center in Orange County. So why donate to Radiant Health Centers? Well, one, because of an issue of health equity, and being the only LGBTQ plus health center, we provide a great service to the community. Not everyone has the same experience going to the doctor, and it's great that when people come to Radiant Health Centers, they can have doctors that and nurses, staff that they can talk to that understand what it's like if one has HIV, or or learning about it if one is curious about it and wants to protect oneself from it, and also we have excellent care for those people who have hormone replacement therapy or are interested in it. We have people who can talk to you about it. Not every health center, not every hospital has the staff who understand or care or have the knowledge to treat people. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. It's, for those of you that have known Radiant Health Centers for a while, know that we were primarily HIV for the people living with HIV, and that was like our target. But then over the years, we've grown to be from AIDS Services Foundation to Radiant Health Centers. We've opened the doors and we expanded not just to HIV, but to the LGBTQIA community as a whole, and everything that involves that, which you're talking about hormone therapy, mental health, having our own clinic, having our own pharmacist, like having all these details that make it a one-stop shop organization.
Exactly, because sometimes if you are diagnosed, you may not know all the different things. Oh, sorry.
She's dancing, folks.
Oh, sorry. You may not know all the things that could help you, and having it in one place, you don't have to go this part of town or that part of town to get the services that you need. You can get referral in-house.
Excellent. That's pretty good. Thank you. A message for the folks out there, because Tuesday was National Giving Day, where people can, and we have the website right there, folks. No excuses. One last message for folks to donate.
Yeah. Yeah, so yesterday was Giving Tuesday, and
Yesterday.
yeah, today's Wednesday, so yesterday was Giving Tuesday, and I just want to say it's really important to be able to trust and feel comfortable with your doctor, and if you have a doctor who you feel comfortable with, it makes a big difference, or a nurse that you feel comfortable with, it makes a big difference. You sometimes can withhold information if you don't feel comfortable. So it's not a luxury to have an LGBTQ plus health center. It's actually a necessity. People are often referred to us, and so we provide important service for the entire county. We have a wonderful youth program. We have a youth center as well.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll let you go enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. You're doing great. Thank you for stopping and talking to me. I see Joe. Maybe we'll get Joe over here next. She sounded nervous, right? I thought she sounded nervous. Please, if you have comments or questions, you can post them on whatever page you're on, and I'll make sure to ask them or get your response. Let me see if I can get Joe over here. Are those egg rolls?
Spring roll. Yeah.
Spring rolls.
Yeah.
Hold on, folks. We got a spring roll. Thank you. Got a little food. I'll eat that in just a minute. Let me get Joe. No, the guy behind you. Yes. Let me see if I can get Joe over here. Joe just got promoted this year, so I want him to come and share his story. Yeah, she did great. She did a great job. I'll let her know that you guys said she did a great job. I'm going to see if I can get somebody else. I'm trying to get Joe Alfano. He's ignoring me over there, I think. So for those of you that don't know the story, like, I've been part of Radiant Health Centers since 2009. I've been a client receiving services, and I became a board member 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And 3 years ago, I was the chair. I became the chair of the Client Advisory Committee, which this was my last year. But I'm going to stay on the board. So if y'all are in the Orange County area and you would like to participate in a board, get in touch with me. I will give you information on how to approach us and how to be part of us. Joe is right there, and he is not paying attention to me. So this is my angry face. So I'm going to see if he comes over in just a second. But anyway, any questions out there? Anything, any doubts you have about HIV or AIDS that you would like me to answer? Please let me know. Let me give you 1 second. I really didn't have, okay, I'm going to be honest. I forgot my clipboard with all my information. So that's why I'm kind of like, what do I want me to talk about? I can tell you that I've been living with HIV for 23 years. This September was 23 years. It is thanks to Radiant Health Centers that I've maintained. They've helped me with my medications. They help me with mental health, with case management. I have my doctor that I've had for a while. We have a really good relationship, and he's right across the street from my house. That's the only reason I don't go to Radiant Health Centers for medical. It's only because my doctor is right across the street. But the services are excellent. Dr. Dewey, who is our doctor, who if I see him, I'll make sure that he comes over and chats. Phil Yeager, our director, our CEO, is sick today, so he wasn't able to make it tonight. So he's not going to be here. So my next guest, I'm hoping, will be Joe Alfano, who is the director of donations or corporate donations. So I want to see if he can see me so that he can talk to you folks and answer some questions for you. Again, this Friday, December 1st, is World AIDS Day. Este viernes es el Día Mundial del SIDA. Entonces vamos a tener un programa especial. We're going to have a special program on Friday a las 3 de la tarde, 3 o'clock, desde Laguna Beach. And we're going to be doing interviews. We're going to do some stats. And we're also going to do the reading of the names. Vamos a leer los nombres de las personas que han fallecido a causa del SIDA o complicaciones con el SIDA. Entonces, no se lo pierdan. Don't miss out. That's going to be a really good show. We do it every year. So make sure you stay tuned on this channel. Whatever channel you're watching on, that's the channel where it'll be. Let me get Joe Alfano now. He's really talking. If you don't mind, why don't you join me? We're going to take that is really good. I'm not going to lie, that spring roll is really good. I haven't had dinner yet, so that is really good. I'll probably get a drink in just a minute. ¿Tienen alguna pregunta? Do you have a question about HIV or AIDS that I can answer for you? Please feel free to ask. I'm making sure that I'm not spitting on the microphone. But again, today is it's a toast to you, and it's a donor appreciation night, where we are celebrating World AIDS Day. Estamos celebrando el Día Mundial del SIDA hoy. Es un brindis a ti, es una celebración a los que donan a la agencia y celebrando el Día Mundial del SIDA. Entonces, no sé si quieran, do you want to see behind you? ¿Quieren ver atrás de ustedes? Voy a voltear la cámara un poquito. Este es el evento. This is the event. Toda la gente. People coming over. Le acabo de dar otra mordida. I just took another bite of my egg roll. So there you go. Turn it back around. Joe is not looking over here. This is only going to go on for another 10 minutes, but we're going to be back at 7:45 for the presentation. A las 7:45 regreso para la presentación. Pero por el momento vamos a dejarlo ahorita para yo poder disfrutar la pieza también. So, but don't go away. At 7:45, we'll be back for the actual presentation. The speakers. One of the ladies from the Client Advisor Committee is going to be speaking tonight. So I'm very excited to hear her speech. So don't go away for that. So give me about 2 minutes. See if Joe sees me. He's very enthralled in the conversation. And I just got my hands all sticky from the sweet and sour sauce. Anyway, if I don't get him to come over in the next couple of minutes, I'll see you back at 7:45 for the presentation, the keynote speakers, and more information coming up then. I wish Phil was here so he could talk to us. And I haven't seen Dr. Dewey either, so that he can talk to us. But let me see if... I don't think I'm going to get him tonight. I appreciate all y'all watching. Again, this is just a small presentation. I'm at the Fifth Rooftop Bar in Anaheim. This is a toast to you, Donor Appreciation Night, and celebration of World AIDS Day. Coming to you from on behalf of Radiant Health Centers. If you want to donate, here is the website. Go check it out. If you want to find out about other events coming up next year, go check the website. I'm not just a client. I'm also a board member. I've been a board member for 4 years. I've been a client for 14 years. So I believe in the agency. I trust in what they're doing. We're an LGBTQIA and HIV agency. So you don't have to be HIV positive to come. You can be part of the community, of the LGBTQ plus community, and receive services. We've got everything. We're a one-stop place. You can come get tested for HIV, for other conditions. We have a doctor on site. We have pharmacy. Anything you need is right there for you. So we are located in Irvine, just down the road from the airport, the John Wayne Airport. So it's really convenient, right off the freeway. So it's not, you can't get lost. You can't get lost. I'm going to try one more time. See if Joe will look over here and see me. Otherwise, we're going to call it for now, and then I'll be back in about 40 minutes, 30 minutes. So give me one more second, see if I can get him over here. My hands are sticky from the sweet and sour sauce, and I didn't get a napkin. Go figure. 2 more seconds, and I don't think I'm going to get him. So I'm not going to say goodnight. I'm going to say I'll see you. Oh, there he is. He just saw me. So I'm going to see if he's coming over. And I think he's saying goodnight to the people he's talking to. So he should make his way over here in just a second. I know, right? This is so stressful, waiting for somebody. I feel like I'm not really in the red carpet. I'm like, I'm not really in the red carpet, so I'm not in the entrance. And the reason I didn't do the entrance is because the speakers are really loud. Finally. Hello, sir. How are you?
I am doing well.
Come on over, sir. Oh. There we go. I'm down here. So tell people who you are and what you do and all that good stuff.
Yeah, my name is Joe Alfano. I am the Chief Development Officer here at Radiant Health Centers. So I oversee our fundraising.
Excellent. Now you still have that promotion smell. You just got promoted. What were you doing before?
I thought you meant promotion smile as in something completely different, but I was the director of individual giving, so still doing fundraising, but working with individual donors specifically.
Why are donations important for an agency like ours?
Well, they support our community. I think that's what everyone needs to know, is that the money that we take in through our contributions goes directly back to support people in our community through our medical services, our mental health services, our youth program, our food pantry, our housing services, all of the services that we offer. That is where the donations go. And in this day and age, we need it more than ever. There's a lot of people struggling. I think we all know with inflation, things are really tough right now. So we're seeing an increase in all areas. Every gift counts, and I can say to you that if you give, it's going to make a difference in someone's life. Like I said, we're seeing more and more people coming through our doors, needing our services, and it is not slowing down.
And I've told people, if you work for a company that doesn't really support any causes, you can bring this up to them and say, hey, as a company, can we donate or raise money for Radiant Health Centers, right?
Absolutely. So most companies have a corporate responsibility arm, where that is what they do, is they seek out opportunities to give back in the community. Now they can choose what types of organizations they give to, so it's good to advocate with your employer the kind of organizations you want to see them supporting, because your voice does matter. And I can tell you that a really great company did this over the summer with Radiant, Tarsus Pharmaceuticals. They came in, they did a volunteer day in our food pantry. They did a employee giving campaign to support our food pantry, where they raised over $2,600. And then they participated in the OC Cup, which is a challenge where companies compete against one another in sort of Olympic style events. And the winners get to donate money to a charity of their choice. Tarsus won, and they chose Radiant Health Centers, so we got an additional donation from them. So that's a great example of how a corporation can get involved with a small organization like ours and make a really big difference.
Excellent. And now, if an organization or a company wants to come and visit us, is that an option? Can they come and visit?
Anytime. We are always willing to give tours of our facility, share our work. So yes, anytime they want to come, they can contact me, contact Phil, our CEO, and we will make sure it happens.
And we want to shout out to Phil, who can't make it tonight. He's not feeling well. So hi, Phil. We hope if you're watching this, get better.
We miss you.
And tonight's event, what is the purpose of tonight's event?
Was truly twofold. First, Friday, December 1st is World AIDS Day. So we take this opportunity every year to remember those that we lost on World AIDS Day, and to redouble our efforts to end the epidemic here in Orange County. So that's the first thing. The second thing is it's a big thank you for our supporters, for the people who give their time and money to make sure the work that we do happens. We can't do it without our supporters. So this is an opportunity for us to bring them all together, have a festive evening, and say thank you.
Okay. And just final, what message can you give out to the community watching? Anything you want to say to them?
The world is nuts right now. Take care of yourselves and be mindful of what your needs are, and be kind to others. I think right now we more than ever need to be aware of everyone's situation and be supporting one another where we can, because some days it seems like the world has been turned upside down, and I think in a lot of ways it has. So the more that we can come together and be part of our communities and support one another and be visible in our communities, I think that's a very healing thing, and it's something that I think we all should be doing.
And before I forget, I have one question. We were together with David, who we just talked to, at AIDS Watch in DC this year. How did that change the way you do your job?
It was I mean, it sounds cheesy, but it was just so inspirational to meet people from all backgrounds who have been impacted by HIV and to hear their stories, and then to be able to speak to our elected officials in Washington, D.C. about the importance of funding for HIV, the continued importance for funding of HIV. I think we've all seen, I don't know if folks know, but a lot of the budget proposals that are out there right now are about cutting funding to critical programs like HIV. And at a time where we have the tools and the resources and the know-how at our disposal to end the HIV epidemic, is insane to think that we will need to cut back that funding. We actually need to be investing more in it. We need to be doing more public education. We need to be bringing this back to the forefront, just like we did with COVID. So people understand the need, and we can end the epidemic once and for all.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I love this guy.
Thank you, Daniel. This was fun.
And remember, don't forget, we're going to go live again in just a couple of minutes, our presentation. So don't go anywhere. Stick around by your computer. And as soon as you see this go live again, join us for our presentation. We'll see you later.
Right back.
Thank you, folks. Bye-bye.